School is out, summer is in, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you 6 activities you can do with your child this summer that won't break the bank and they will also enjoy. Hi everyone, I'm Jackie from Going Beyond the Classroom, and this channel is all about ways you can be successful in school as well as in life. So the first activity that I'd like to share is reading. My daughter and I will both be selecting 2 books to read this summer, one nonfiction piece and one fiction. And so I have the 2 that I'm going to be reading this summer, and I'll share with you what they are. The piece that I've chosen, my nonfiction piece, is Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradberry and Jean Greaves. And on the back it says, "What's inside? It is a step-by-step program to harness the power of the #1 predictor of professional success and personal excellence." So I'm excited to finding out how emotionally intelligent I am or am not by the end of this summer. My fiction piece is called The Noticer by Andy Andrews. And inside it says, "It is your chance to regroup, take a breath, and begin your life again awaits in the simple wisdom and heartwarming story of a man named Jones." So I'm looking forward to sitting down and slowing down with a cup of coffee or an iced tea and learning all about Jones in this particular piece. The next activity is writing. Writing has become such a lost art with texting and all the digital ways that we communicate with each other. But the summertime is a time that you can sit down with your kids and actually have them handwrite a letter to a friend or loved one who may live in a different city or a different state. It's such a nice time to be able to just unwind and talk about your school year and the friends that you made and perhaps your teachers, and just let them know how you're doing and ask them how they're doing as well. They would love to get a letter from a loved one or a friend in the mail. Also, another suggestion would be to write an autobiography. That's where your child can sit down and write about their life. Now, you may have to fill in some gaps, some facts about some of the things that they did when they were little, but they actually get a chance to sit down and write an autobiography about themselves, what they like, what they don't like, perhaps their relationships with their siblings, or if they're an only child, just what types of things that they really enjoy doing. Another suggestion would be to write a biography where they actually would get to sit down with a grandparent or an aunt or uncle and interview them and find out how their lives were during their childhood and some of the decisions they may have made as adults. That's also a good time for spending quality time with each other and building memories that can last a lifetime. Another part that you can consider is cursive handwriting. Now, when I started teaching back in 1994, I taught cursive handwriting. It was part of the curriculum here in Texas. However, at some point they took it out of the curriculum and they have just instituted it back a couple of years ago. But what I found out from my colleagues who taught high school or college even was that a lot of the students had difficulty with writing in cursive because for so long cursive handwriting was not a part of the curriculum. So that is a good way that you can sit down with your child. Zaner Bloser is a good website that you can look at to get some printouts as far as handwriting, cursive writing, and learning and really sharpening those handwriting skills before the next school year starts. The next thing you can do with your child is to create a blessing bag. Now, a blessing bag, I have one here. It's not quite finished, but it's basically where you get a large Ziploc bag. I usually put in a bottle of water, either a can of soup or a can of pasta. And this one I have applesauce and I have some raisins. But I also usually put in a washcloth, a bar soap, a toothbrush, toothpaste, and also include a little monetary gift. So as I encounter people who may be homeless or who may be in need, to bless them with a bag of goodies. Another thing you can do as far as giving is to work with your child and clean out that closet. Have them pull out clothes that have become too small, that they've outgrown. Put on a movie or some music and make it fun. And so donate those clothes to someone else that may be in need, or at least make room in your closet for clothes that you'll need to replenish during these next few months. Number 4 is talk time. Now, this is an opportunity for you to schedule some time with your child, perhaps over breakfast or take a car ride, and just really ask them questions about how they're doing, some of their goals, some of their dreams, and also their fears and things that might concern them. Now, Jaleel will be starting high school this summer, and so one of the things that we're doing is spending a lot of time really understanding what's important for her as she gets ready to embark on this next milestone in her life. She has some very pointed ideas that she feels that are important to her, and as a parent, I understand the need to be receptive to her concerns, as well as some of the things that she'd like to accomplish in high school in preparation for college. So we're taking car rides, we're sitting down over meals, we're just planning some time to really understand what her goals are and things that concern her, and really be open to listening and being sympathetic toward her needs and her mental health needs as well. Number 5, review and learn something new. Okay, so I got to be honest here. My son is a certified lifeguard, and his mother does not know how to swim. And so one of the things that I am going, and I have asked him to teach me, is to swim. I'm nervous, I'm excited, but in my effort to learn something new, I trust that my son, being a lifeguard, will not let me drown and will save me in case I do panic and start to go under the water. So we will see how that goes. I'm looking forward to learning how to swim this summer. One of the things that you can do with your child is to review the school year that they just finished. Now, there are workbooks that you can buy at Sam's or Costco, or even check out some books at the library to review concepts that your child should have mastered during the course of the last school year. And one of the ways to make it fun is to actually have them teach you the concepts. They really enjoy being the teacher and the parent, or another adult being the student, and they get to be the teacher to teach those concepts to you. That will also help to reinforce those objectives to them, as well as look at some materials that they may have to learn for the next school year. For instance, 4th grade students in the state of Texas have to take a writing test for STAR. And so if you have a child that's in 3rd grade, for instance, that's going to 4th grade, this is a great opportunity to sit down and learn those writing concepts and find out how that test is structured, and start to introduce them to writing. And you can have them write things for fun, but also have them aware of what that writing pattern, that writing structure will look like as they prepare to enter a grade where they will be tested on those particular concepts. I know when our son was in the 9th grade, on his way to 10th grade, I knew he was going to be taking chemistry in the 10th grade. And it was like pulling teeth, but I had him sit down and look at videos and read books on chemistry. And so he was a very good student in chemistry when he took the class in the 10th grade. Did he want to do that? Absolutely not. But at the other side of the time in chemistry, he did very well, and he was happy that that I made him actually look at those videos. And we tried to make it fun, but he was better for it by the time that he finished that class. Also learn something new. I mentioned that I'm going to be learning how to swim this summer. Hopefully I can swim enough or learn how to swim well enough so I don't drown in the event that I have to swim for my life. But that will be something interesting for me to do. But planting a garden, doing a science experiment using the scientific method, as well as even maybe learning a new language are some things that you and your kids can do together. And number 6, which I think is extremely important, is to schedule family fun nights. Have a Taco Tuesday night with board games, or being able to play sports together, cooking together, find a recipe that you both might enjoy. And also that's a time to find out what your child can and cannot do in the kitchen. I was making something and I asked my daughter to peel a potato. And I did not realize, after I'd given her the knife, and she's 14, so she could handle a knife, but she did not know how to peel a potato. So that was a teaching moment, and I ended up teaching her how to peel a potato. But cooking together is actually fun time as well. And you could also plan a staycation. Pick a hotel in the area. I know in our Dallas area, there are lots of museums and places to go that we've never been to before. So actually picking a hotel in a different part of town and having a staycation and go out and learn some new things and enjoy some art and participate in some festivities that's close by, that you don't have to travel very far, and have a good time. The key is to have a good time together. Well, I hope this video has been super helpful, and drop me a line in the comment section. Let me know what you're going to be doing this summer to stay cool and to stay on budget and have fun together as a family. And I will see you in the next video.